Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 on the PitForge server. Well, there have been a few minor changes since the last episode. The biggest one being that our entire plan for this series has changed. No, not quite everything. What's happened is off camera, I moved about 4,000 blocks away from where we were. So I'm sorry, Hunter Man, I love you, but I just needed a bigger forest to work on our project for this series. And so I did some exploring and I found this area. We just have our basics all set up and ready to go, but I'm going to jump on my horse real fast and show you what we're working with now. It's a really great looking area, and I'm excited because it's kind of opened up bigger possibilities for our plan for this series, which was like a Scottish biome, I guess. So we still have a roof forest, but this one is a lot bigger, which is good because then we just have more room to build and yeah, just kind of mess with stuff. And then this one also has a giant, if I can get up, come on. Why can't I find a way up the mountain? Parkour, there we go. We are up. No, we're not. There we go. Anyway, it has a really big mountain right over here, quite a few mountains actually, and it's really great because it opened up the possibility for a better base. So I know it doesn't look too big, but it kind of extends over there and then also in that area. So don't worry, yep, the biome is just what I'm looking for. But yeah, we have this huge mountain, and so right in here, I was thinking it would be really cool if we almost, not a dwarf base because yeah, that's in a different series which I have to talk about as well, but just a base in a mountain, which would be really cool. So we'll still have our custom biome, a really nice big castle out here, but the castle will almost be built into the mountain, I'm thinking. And yeah, it'll just be something really cool, really different, and I'm super excited to get working on it. Now that brings up Flynnland, which is my other, or was my other, survival series where we just kind of build really big and crazy things in survival mode. And that series is on hold slash suspended right now, by me at least, not by YouTube or anything, because we already have two survival series going, and I don't want to do another one. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that one on hold for now, and eventually we might come back to it. We might revamp it into something different. But yeah, that's not really happening right now. So if you guys for some reason have a huge there's a huge uproar about that, then I'll definitely find out about it and we can see about maybe keeping that series alive. But yeah, if not, then that's what my plan is for now. So anyway, this is episode 2 like I mentioned, and we're going to be doing quite a few things, but we're going to start off with a little starter hut in this area that I've cleared, and then it's going to go down into our basic storage and just kind of that system that we need early on in the game. So how are we going to do this? Start off with our corner here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. And then maybe we'll do 9 again. Same dimensions as our other house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let's set that back 1 block. Yeah, that's a bit better. Give us a bit more room. Alrighty. That is looking good. We will be using dark oak because we have a ton of dark oak wood from chopping this down. Then we're just going to extend this another 4 and just do our basic framework like we always do. Whoopsies. Yeah, it's funny, I'm used to playing, I mean I always complain about lag, but I'm used to playing on my single player world, and in general there wasn't much lag on it, and so whenever I hop on PitForge, the occasional lag spikes kind of get me by surprise. It's something I gotta get used to. But I'm loving it on here, guys. I've done quite a bit of work off camera, just doing mining and that sort of boring stuff. And yeah, I'm just loving it on here. I'm so excited for what we'll be doing in this season of PitForge. So anyway, now that we have our framework set up, I'm just going to go through and... Ooh, I'm trying to think. Yes, it was like this. It's not all going to be cobblestone, don't worry. This is probably going to look really bad until the end. So just trust me, as always. We're just going to go through and kind of have like a cobblestone base, And then once we do that, I'm going to need some dark oak. And we're just going to go ahead and fill this all in. Now there's not going to be a lot of room in the interior, and I'm not going to have like a 2-story huge roofed thing like I do in the Let's Play world, but this one's actually going to lead underground, which will then have all of our storage systems and those sorts of things for our first few episodes so that we're not completely unorganized. And it'll also give us a good chance to kind of experiment with this custom biome that we want to build, which I'm excited for. It's going to be a ton of work, just with all the huge trees that we'll be building, all that, but it's going to be worth it, I'm positive. Alright, that is looking pretty good, I think. Go ahead and bring that out. Okay. Now we have a window here. Repeat that here, and then the exact same thing on this side. Nope, right like that. Okay. I have built this on a creative world, which I do for a lot of my builds. I always like to test them out. I don't completely build them, but I just like do one side and kind of figure out what we'll be working with. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to go through and start off with texturing up. Ooh, wait. I don't have all the materials needed. Okay guys, I'm going to real quick get some stuff crafted up, and then yep, we'll be right back to this. Okay, so we are back. We just did our little bit of detail here. I wasn't supposed to use cobblestone actually, that isn't a block in the palette, so I took that out, and we just have some stairs in here for a bit of depth, and then we also did our little spikes coming out of the sides there. So the next thing we're going to do is on our corners, we're just going to go up like this, and just have some of these guys right here. Then on the windows, on the windowsills I mean, just put some gray wool, carpet, whatever it is, because that just adds a bit more detail as always and looks good. So go ahead, we have these things. Unfortunately we're missing, I don't have any brown dye because we haven't been to a jungle yet, and so that really sucks because I was going to use that for texturing the walls, either brown clay or brown carpet. So it's not gonna be done at the end of this episode just because I don't have the resources to finish it, but yeah, just know that there will be more to this by the time it's done. So we have done that. I gotta add our carpet right here. Ooh, and then we're left with one. Is it worth it? Nope. We'll just save you for now. Okay, so that's taken care of, and now comes the roof. The roof is a bit of an interesting one, but yeah, I believe it looks good. So it's just a pretty simple little guy along here. We're actually using some spruce wood for this because we're already using a lot of dark oak. So it's good to mix things up where you can in these sorts of builds. And then we'll also be using oak wood to texture this, which I'll show you guys how we're doing in a second. So we go up like that. Let me real quick get these and do it to the other side so that I know what we're doing. That. One more. Yep, just like this. And then these go just like that. Perfect. So I'll just run along real fast. I'll go ahead and put the roof in, and then I'll show you how we're going to make it look good here in a second. Alrighty, that's the roof. And so from here we're just going to come on out and extend this by 3 or 2 blocks, and then the third block just have one slab. And we'll do this on the other side, and this is just going to give us a real like overhanging, give the roof a real overhanging feel to it, which is important. And then we'll go ahead and do this again, but just by 2 this time. We'll worry about the underside here once we get down on the floor again. That, and that. Perfect. And then here we're also just going to do 1, I think. Yep, just like that. 1 on each of those. And then the underside is just going to kind of make it look a bit better, but no major changes. It'll basically just be following this pattern. Okay, and then the other thing that I mentioned is we will be using oak for detail. And so the way I do that is I just kind of run along in sections, and I normally pick 1 or 2 bits to just throw in a bit of oak like this for some detail. And I'm actually going to use it pretty heavily here because why not? I mean, it's just more detail, and the more of it the more of it I use in this situation, then the more natural it looks, I guess. I do not want it right there, though. I wanted you right here. All right, let's real quick fill these in and then see how it looks. I don't like having these slabs right here because slabs look weird because the block sticks out, but I think I might do it here. We'll do another guy right there. Perhaps use one down here. As always, there's no formula to this, just mix and match with what feels and looks good. Okay, now let's see how that looks. One right here as well. I know that for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird the way it all flows up like that, so I'll probably move that guy out and just get rid of that pattern. But other than that, that looks good. So I know I'm doing a lot off camera, a lot of jump cuts, but that's because I want to do a lot in this episode. So I'm going to be kind of jumping here and there to get stuff done quickly so that you're able to see all that I wanted us to do today. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I might, yeah, do the underside of the roof and just the interior of the house, or at least in the base, which, don't worry, it's nothing too fancy. You guys will see here soon. No big deal. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we are on approach to our hut. This is the exterior so far, just fixed up the top bit. Have our lovely looking roof as well as a skeleton. Come here. Come here, you little dude. Wow, this bow is really good. I'm not even shooting well. Okay, and then yep, these are our walls. Of course, this looks really plain right now, so once I'm able to get some brown hardened clay or brown wool, that'll look a lot better. Backside, pretty plain, and same over here. Now the inside, we have just a very basic roof design. I'm not really particular about the inside of this right now. It is just a starter home. And then we come down here, and this is where it's getting interesting. We obviously have not done the walls or the ceiling yet, and we're going to have to do some terraforming out here because we're really close. But we just have like a real dirty floor that comes down, and then a little bit of like stones mixed in, and then eventually it works itself all the way down into a nice stone base, which is what our starter home will be. It'll just be basic little area with, yeah, kind of a stony, stone, like Scottish cellar almost type of theme. Oh, one thing we got to do though is place our door, and then I want a pressure plate on the inside as well. That looks ugly, but I don't care. Okay, torches look really ugly as well, but I'm not sure what the alternative is for now, so I'm just going to place them right black. I don't know what I was doing. Wow. Okay, wrong height. Yep, that is the starter home so far. I'm thinking that's looking good, but now we have to decide on some walls, which, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I haven't come this far. Let me real fast actually go up here and let's do our detail out here. Super simple, just kind of build it up. I think one thing that could be cool is almost like if it's crawling up onto the hut, like that maybe. So yeah, it's just the land's really beginning to try to take control, and then that is very, very what's the word? Oh, I don't have any cobblestone on me. Shoot, or I do, but no slabs or stairs. Yeah, I just want to mix in a tiny bit of this stuff. A little bit of a rock up in here, almost like the wall's been crumbling down, but then it's trying to fight its way back up. I don't know. Something like that. I like that. Nope, I don't. I lied. Last little change. I'm sorry, guys. When I build on camera, I just make no sense whatsoever, but yep, that's just part of it. Jeez, okay, this is really bugging me. I do not like that now. Not one bit. Let's go underground. There we go. Rock. Perfect. Okay, I can work with that. So there we go. That's taken care of. Now we have room down here, but we have to decide on a pattern. I think I'm going to use andesite. No. Of course, we'll use dark oak. What am I thinking? So we'll go ahead and first of all cut this all out because we need our space. And then we should, fingers crossed, how far out can we go? Just add one right there. Perfect. That's a nice bit of space to work with. Okay. Okay. Repeat right there. Okay. So for this part, obviously we'll be using our wooden logs, just these guys, and I think I'll space them out every 3. So we obviously have 1. I don't really care about that transition into the rest of the house. Then it's 3, so we have another guy right here. 2, 3. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. And then we need a pattern in here. This is where it gets tricky. What would spruce look like? I don't like it like that. I want it set back. Could we... Oh yeah, sweet, we have that there, so we can go back. Okay, perfect. That is just what I wanted. And then from here, we have that, and we'll just go ahead and fill it in with coarse dirt. So you come out, you come out, you come out. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's coming together. I do not mind that, and then this also means that we can put our torches like that. Alrighty, well I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side and then kind of fix up our area down here, and then we're going to get started on our storage room. That is all taken care of. We have a little bit of decoration in here, I guess, just a bit of extra detail so it doesn't look so bland. Then we come down and we have our path extended just throughout here. We'll end up going in further for other things, but we're all set up for our storage system now, so we'll just go ahead and grab our chests, and this is going to have a lot of storage, so we should be set for quite a while. I'm just going to go through and go ahead and rotate between trapped and non-trapped chests so that they don't get stuck up against each other, in case you've never seen this trick. If I then get trap chests, I can't talk at all. Oh, whoops, I haven't done it yet. We have to craft these guys into trap chests. There we go. And now we're able to have a ton of storage room, which is really great. So yeah, we're just going to have that on both sides, which really should have our storage taken care of for the first while on this server. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I might extend it further for us to get started on the furnace array. So yep, I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, here is our furnace room basically all set up. We're just going to use 32 furnaces and just space them out like this. So we'll just have them running across. Actually no, I messed up here. We had 8 too many, so where did we go wrong? That's right, we have 2 high. Okay, perfect, nice and simple. So I'll just real quick run up here, take these guys back, just like that, and then it's just going to be 2 high actually. And there we go. Just like that. That will be our furnaces. Now this area down here is not to look good. I hope you guys understand that. I mean, we kind of tried in the path, but yeah, this isn't an area that's supposed to be looking really good. We'll be doing other things for that. So I'll just go ahead and go through, and I don't know, how should we decorate this up here? We could maybe do a stair. Just go across with stairs maybe like that. Okay. What other blocks do we have? And then I guess we could just do that. Yep, let's just do that. Super simple. I don't really mind how it's going to look down here. Oh, wrong guys. There we go. There we go. That about does it then. All we have to do is move in, and then obviously we can keep on extending this back if we need to do things like an enchanting room or whatever we really feel like. So that's nice. This is a really expandable starter base, and yeah, it doesn't really need to look good, which I'm happy with. Actually, I want to try this real fast. Does this still work? If you put It glows. What's our light level in here then? 7. It gets down to 7 right there. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's alright. I might just do another thing right here and see if that raises the light level enough. Whoops. Just like that. Okay. Now what's this block at? Still 7. That doesn't make a difference. It must just glow. Okay. That doesn't really matter. I mean, mobs, the chances of a mob spawning there are very rare. So anyway, that's all that taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and start the fun trek of moving stuff over. I'm not going to have item frames or anything like that to stay organized at this point. I'll just kind of learn where everything goes, and we'll just, yeah, kind of go from there. But once that's all done, then that leaves one thing for this episode. But that's a surprise. It's a very good thing, a very cool thing. But yes, you guys will have to wait. So anyway, I'm going to stop being weird, and I'm going to go ahead and get down to this. Well, there we go. Nighttime has come, and we are all set up and ready to go. Everything's been moved on over. All of our crops have been harvested. We are just ready to go. So I think this truly marks the beginning of our journey here on PitForge. We have everything all set and ready to go. So next episode. Oops, I always do that. I'm sorry, horsey. I'm very sorry. But anyway, yes, next episode we'll be doing a huge project, pretty ambitious, and I'm really excited for it. It'll really help us get going on this server. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, then please make sure to drop a like, and then if you really loved it and want to stay up to date on all of my newest content, then make sure to shoot skeletons. Now then, make sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, until next time, this has been Flynn, and keep on creating.